Like a real quick message I want to talk about. Really a question, really. It's a question, really. Because let's talk about this real quick, man. What's up, y'all? I wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think weather is real? I just thought about something and I was doing some thinking, man. Because I know, like, historically, the seasons were divided up by, and created. The seasons were created and divided by certain deities of the past. And I understand those type of stories and stuff, right? But even then, if the seasons were created and divided by deities, like I was saying, I don't think the winter is a real season. I don't think the winter's like, what's the point of the winter? Because the winter just comes over. And before you had winter weather, you had trees that were like 400, 500, 600 feet tall. Before you had winter weather, humans were like 10 feet tall, 11 feet tall. Before you had winter weather, before you had winter weather, plants and vegetation, animals were humongous. You had dinosaurs. We had giants. The light and darkness cycles help cause plants to grow. We know if you have a plant, like, because I've grown many plants, and there's certain plants that they need a certain amount of time of light and a certain amount of time of darkness. If you leave these plants in the light for a long period of time, they don't. Oh, y'all, goodness. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Turn that Wi-Fi off. So, like I was saying, certain plants, because I've grown all kind of plants. I'm really big into horticulture. Some plants will not stop growing if you don't put them in the darkness. Some plants will just keep shooting up and up and up and up and up if you don't give them any darkness, or if they don't get no darkness. The same goes for humans. You grow more sun you get. You grow the more nutrition you put in your body, right? Let me wipe my camera, hold on. The more nutrition and sunlight you put into your body, the bigger your body grows, the more you grow. So what if there was no darkness? What if it was only light? What if we were only living in light? See, a lot of people can't fathom a planet or a place where there's only light, but there are planets all around the universe where there's only sunlight. There are planets in the universe that are, quote unquote, maybe close to the sun, so they stay lit up, illuminated all the time. There's places on this planet that are close to the equator that get more sunlight than anywhere else, and they don't stop getting sunlight. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, there's places on the planet that are close to the equator, aka close to the sun meridian level. They're close to the place where the sun comes up. So these places have more light and more daylight than anywhere else on the planet. Just like how you doing, sweetheart? Hold on 1 second. So yeah, like I was saying, it's places that's close to the thank you. Have a good day. Too. It's places that are close to the equator, right? And they don't get a bunch of darkness. They get a lot of sun. Even I think, where is it? Australia? Where is it at? That they get certain time of the year they get all unlimited sunlight, like 18 hours of light, and then they don't. Where's that? Australia? Not Australia. Is that and hold on. I think I want to say. Fuck. What's that place? Um. What's the place? Anybody in the comment section? What's the place where we It's Australia. It's not Australia. Anyway, it's a state in America, I believe, or right outside of America. I forget where it's at, man. Damn. But they get a lot of sunlight. At a certain point in time every year, they get more sunlight. Let me tell y'all something, man. These systems of weather, I believe, were caused and created to control the flow of life on Earth. Because in the wintertime, everybody slows down. In the wintertime, everybody stops. In the wintertime, you freeze, you fall, you stop. Your leaves on the plants, they die. The plants die. And they have to start back again in the springtime. There's no way, there's no reason that we should have a system of weather that kills off the plants and kills off vegetation. There's no, why would God have made a system to kill vegetation? Why would God make a system to pause in the production of fruits and vegetables? Why would God create a system like that? You know why? It's not God either. There are people on this planet who can't take the sun. There are people on this planet who can't handle the sun, and it fries them. It boils their blood. It boils their skin. There's people on this planet who can't take it. So they have to use shit like sunblock, and they have to use shit like that to block them from the natural order of life, right? So if you were one of the people who couldn't take sun, who couldn't receive sun, who couldn't, your body couldn't do nothing with the sun, then your type of person would be the type of person to create a system of a moment to where you didn't have to deal with the sun. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Let's go. I'm gonna go get these things. I just wanted to say that, man. I really wanted to say that. Because there are people who don't like the sun. And it's not because they don't like it, it's because they can't handle it. They go out into it and they boil, they bubble. They get skin cancers, melanomas, all kind of shit. Iceland, I don't know if it's Iceland. No, I don't think it's Iceland. It's that place where you can go in America and they'll pay you. It's American territory, but it's not in America. They'll pay you to live there. It's a state that pays you to live there because it's a rough terrain. They got bears and Alaska. It's certain times in the world in Alaska has mostly sun. And they get like 4 hours of darkness, nighttime. What's up, Walter?
Hey, how's it going, bro?
Chilling, man. Yeah, it's all. But yeah, man. I think sometimes, y'all, I think weather's fake. I ain't gonna lie. I think they made this shit to control the flow of life. I think they made this shit to control the flow of vegetation. Cause look, as a gardener too, let me say this: I garden. As a gardener, I would be able to produce food all throughout the year if the sun would stay out. As a gardener, food production stops when as a gardener, the food production stops when the sun goes down, aka certain times of the year. So I believe that this shit was done intentionally for that, you know, so we can be in places like this and depend on food from this type of situation. And this is not conducive to life at all. It's not conducive to depend on a box to feed you. You know what I'm saying? But this is where we ended up at, man. This is where we ended up. And for me, the saddest part for me is how most people, it's like you can't do nothing about it. But actually, in all actuality, we could do something. We just have no unity. We ain't got no community. It's a bunch of individuals, you know?
What kind of milk are you? Ooh, milk shots.
Get a little quick OJ. Not from concentrate. 64 ounces. No, 64 ounces. Not from concentrate. Let me try this. Well, trying to find some orange juice with there's no concentrate. All right. Look, I'm sure I something. See, this one is from concentrate. Not from concentrate. So, yeah, get that one. All right. That's it. Before I can go on about the world. But yeah, man, y'all stay tuned, man. More to come. I just wanted to think about that real quick, man. It's so fake ass. Everything's fake out here, But it is what it is.